All right, so I've started recording. So how are we all doing? How are we all doing? How it's been a long time. How is everything? How is school? How is life?
I'm doing fine, so I'm still fine.
Oh, great to hear. All right, so let's get into it. I'm going to share my screen right now, and then we can kickstart. So just give me some sec while I share my screen. All right, I think I have it here with me. So I'm going to share my screen right now. Single app. Yeah, it's a single app. I'm going to share single app. Yeah. All right. Okay. So we're going to use this screen. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen, but it's not that
Perfect.
like. Oh,
It's not
yeah.
clear.
Yes, it's not
Okay.
clear.
Maybe I should turn it to landscape. Just give me some sec.
All right.
I'll turn it to landscape. Can you see my screen now?
Not yet.
Can you see it now?
No, sir, I can't see it.
Can you see it?
It's not coming up again. Then maybe you
Can you
should
see it
just do
now?
the previous one.
Can you see it
One
now?
moment. No, 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 no,
Can you
sir.
see it now?
No, sir.
Uh-uh. I'm coming. Let me share again. Share screen. Start. And let's go again. All right. Can you see my screen?
Okay. Yes, I can.
Perfect.
I
Perfect. All right.
just
Well,
gone up again.
he
No,
said, he said,
it's not displaying again.
that's gone,
I think it's the
that's gone
network.
off again.
Yes, yes.
Wow. I'm coming. Let me do it again. Okay. So I have here share screen, start, and yeah. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, yes, I can see it.
All right, perfect. So sorry. All right, so let's get into it. The beginner's tech blueprint. I got this prompting to organize this class. I that was last 2 weeks or last week, if I'm not mistaken. And I know that a lot of people will not join because they'll feel like, oh, what is there to learn again? But the truth of the matter is that where I went to a speaking engagement, and it was naturally in an area that I thought that people would actually know that there's something called tech. And I got to that area and I said, how many of you know about tech? How many of you are interested in tech? Or they didn't even know what was tech. Like they didn't know. It was like I had to like come down to their level, keep explaining. And I was like, this is bad, right? And it just made me to, if there are people like that that don't know about tech, definitely there are other guys that they don't even know how to operate a system. And I think one of the testimonials I got from one of the students was that um that next day the father got a laptop for him to get started in tech, right? I think it's one of the testimonials that I got, and a few other guys that they said they will get a laptop and all that, right? So now, how do you go from confused to confident in tech in 2026? If you look very, very closely, tech is evolving. Tech is evolving like mad, is evolving, right? It's evolving like mad. Now, look at what we are going to cover today. We're going to cover why most beginners stay stuck. That's the first thing. Second thing is what tech really means in 2026. 30 in-demand skills you can start learning. How to pick your best skill and step-by-step learning paths. Then, yeah, and we just talk about, just move forward, right? So now let's move over to what this means. Why are you in the class? Why should you be in this class? I'm sure that you're one of these people. It's either that you don't know where to start. So You have lots of skills in your plate, but you don't even have a clear direction. Can you still hear me?
Yes, sir, perfectly. I'm with you.
All right, perfect. So let me check if the other guys that have joined the call. Okay, I
So
think
you
I
have
just
stopped
have.
sharing
Okay,
your screen.
all right, that's cool. All right. So now you are either in, I don't even know where to start. That means you have so many skills, but you don't even have a clear direction. In fact, in this time and age, there are some skills that are phasing out. To be honest, there are skills that are phasing out, and I'm going to actually um, expose them in this class, in this session, right? So you don't know where to start. You want, if you're one of them, sure. Then second thing is, I've tried before and gave up. I tried tech and it did not work. If you're among those kind of that sect of people, they have tried. In fact, people is like, tech is not for me. They feel like it's only for coding. We're going to get all of that. No structure, no support. And then some people will be like, I'm not techy enough for this, right? If it this time and age, there's nothing like I'm not techy. I don't even be hearing that again. Like even if you're in a non-tech career, like maybe law, maybe medicine, it's not good to just be hearing that. Um, in fact, you say, "Oh, it's only for computer science graduates." No, that's not true. That's not true. In this time and age, there's nothing like I'm not techie. You would have to be techie. You would have to understand these things because the world is evolving, and a lot of things. A lot of people are feeling the heat. To be honest, a lot of people are feeling the heat. Now, the other sector of people are, what if I learn and still don't get a job, right? If I learn and don't get a job, I don't get a gig or something, they are just afraid of wasting time and money. But I mean, just like every other skill, there's always the opportunity to get a job, right? But we're going to fix all of this night, right? Now, what does tech really mean in 2026? Like I said earlier, tech is not just coding. It's not just um I know how to code. And that's why a lot of people are running away. Most of the time when they hear tech, like, oh, it's only programming. I don't know how to, I don't like, I don't have the brain power to program. But it's not just coding in 2026. It's any digital skill that solves a problem and makes people money or makes someone money, right? You are basically solving problems on the internet. That's tech. That's like what it means right now. So you're solving problems on the internet and then you're making money, because there's no way you will solve problems that you won't make money. So any digital skill, far as that is online, far as that you're using a laptop, a gadget to actually deliver that skill, and it's online, that is tech, and you're solving a particular problem. That is tech, right? And you can see that I had to come up with different sections of it. We have the design bit of tech, the design bit of that. That's where you have Canva, Figma, UI, UX. I'm going to explain all of that. And we have the marketing side of the tech. Yes, because you cannot create tech products. There's one time like that where we're actually arguing. We're like, oh, that marketing is not part of tech. That marketing is, yes, we can agree to that, but with the evolution of tech, right? There's now what we call product marketing, right? Because you cannot just build a product, and that product marketing has actually been in vogue for like a long time, even during the time of Steve Jobs. But it's just that they didn't have a name to call it, but it was actually in existence, right? So marketing is also part of tech. That's where we have SEO, social media, emails, right? And then we have web. That's web development. That's WordPress, HTML, Webflow, and many of those lingos. Yeah. And then we have data. Data is also part of tech, because why would you build a product and you don't even have an holistic data of the people that are patronizing your product? You don't have a holistic data of people that are bouncing off from your products, the people that are having low acquisition span and many of those things, the people that are bouncing off from your website. And so data is part of it, right? And that's why you start hearing things like analytics, Excel, Google Sheets. These are part of tech. You don't do them outside. You don't do them offline. You don't, yes, the normal way you handle data offline is different from the way you handle data online, right? Am I correct, Gloria? Am I
Yes,
correct?
I'm with you.
Perfect.
Sir, sorry,
All right.
I can't see
Yeah.
your screen again.
You said,
It went off, but I didn't want to interrupt you.
what did you say? Yeah. What did you say?
Your screen, I can't see your screen again.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes,
wow. Oh,
yes.
wow. Let me share again. Let me share again. All right. Let me share again. All right. All right. Can you see my screen now?
Mm, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Perfect. Perfect. What's happening? Supposed to move? Is meant to move. Oh, God.
Right, that's gone off again.
Can you see my screen?
That's gone off again, sir.
Can you see my screen?
No, sir, I can't.
Why is he always removing? All right. Let me share it again. I don't know why it keeps going off, but then it's fine. All right. So now let's come over to. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it.
All right, perfect. All right. So now I've now explained. So I was saying something. I said so. There's data, right? There's data, data bit of tech, right? Then there's also the writing aspect where we have copywriting, we have content, we have AI tools. In fact, AI tools is now doing mind blowing things in this writing niche. AI is doing mind blowing. In fact, anybody there are people that they don't know how to write, but I mean that in that age, like in maybe 5 7 years ago, if someone tells me that I don't know how to write, I would I would sympathize with the person. I getting me. But right now, if you tell me that you cannot write, there's no need sympathizing with you now. There's AI tools now available, right? You can literally turn to a writer overnight. You can actually do it, right? You just need to master the tools. I get it. Then apart from writing, there's the writing aspect of tech, because why would you build a product and why would you build products and then nobody understands how to use the product? And that's where writing comes in. How do you now get people to want to buy or get on board on your product, right? So that's where writing comes in, right? Apart from that, we have support. We have support. There's the support aspect of tech. And that's where you hear something like virtual assistant, you hear something like CRM, you hear something like chatbot, right? So there's the support aspect of tech. Now I'm still giving you an example, right? Why is support important? You cannot have a tech product and then nobody is there to respond to chat, to respond to DMs, respond to inquiries. So with the help of AI right now, the help of some kind of automations, there's now that aspect that handles DMs. In fact, virtual assistants, I think their work are now easy, right? Because there's now these tools. There are these tools now that helps them and assist them. You understand? Please confirm that you can hear me. Are you understanding?
Yes, yes, I'm with you. I can hear you, sir.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. So now let's now go to 30 in-demand tech skills that you can start today. Right? I'm going to really explain all of this. Right? I'm just going to give you like a walkthrough so you understand what these things are. Right? 30 in-demand tech skills that you can start today. The first one is WordPress development. Now, in the time of AI, right, is WordPress development still in, like, is it still relevant? Of course, very relevant. And it's because of the robust the tool, like the tool itself, right? If you're a WordPress developer, not normal WordPress designer, if you're a WordPress developer, right, you can actually manipulate a lot of things. You can you can change a lot of things to your taste. You can walk around with a lot of things, right? In this in this era, if you're normally before a WordPress designer, you can actually elevate to a developer right now. You can actually build a plugin right now to handle some tasks, right? And that's the phase that you are. So if you still want to learn WordPress, it's still a good time for you. WordPress web design, WordPress web development. So what does it mean? It means building products, that's websites, right, with no code tools. It's a no code tool, right? It's used to build websites. Originally, right? I'm so sorry for the background noise you might be hearing. They're having wicked kind of, right, in my environment, right? So, like I was saying,
No problem.
originally it was a content management system. That was like what we're using it for. We're using it to write blog posts, using it to write articles, and many of that. But over time, years down the line, it evolved. It evolved to now building websites, and now currently you can actually use it to build some applications, like mind-blowing web applications. You can actually use WordPress to do that. You can even connect it to an API. If you come down to the development bit of what I'm saying, but then I don't want to go in depth. But then you can build high web applications, right? Apps and many of that, like web applications, right? The second skill is graphics design. Graphics design is still relevant, although there are AI tools now that can come up with flyers like mad. They can come up with flyers. Um, there was a video I was shooting this afternoon. I was actually shooting that video, and the flyer I came up with, it was completely with AI. I did not touch anything. Like, I did not go to Photoshop to design it. I literally worked on it with AI tool. So graphic design is still, but then a lot of organizations, a lot of companies, they still want to have that human touch and feel. Are you getting me? Sorry, are you getting me? So it don't look like I'm talking to
Yes, sir.
myself. Oh, how many people are on the call? Sorry, I didn't know that.
Where
I didn't know
my
that.
my roommate is actually listening as
You
well.
said,
My roommate is actually listening as well.
"Oh, okay, all right, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right. So, are you seeing my screen? Can you see my screen?
It's still loading.
Okay,
It's
can you
still
see it
loading,
now?
sir.
Can you see it now?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, it's still
Madam, now.
loading.
Capu, can you reshare it again?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right, can you see it now?
Okay. Yes, yes,
All
I
right,
can.
perfect. All right. So as I was saying, so graphics design, there are people that want to still have that human touch. They want to have that emotions. Like, from a human, they want that human creativity, because there's little to, like, AI can give you good results. That's correct. But then there's still that human creativity, right? That AI has not been able to touch, right? So if you're a graphics designer and then you just combine AI too, the combo will be mad. What you'll be coming up with will be so mad, right? Because you have been able to utilize the genius that's within you, right? And then you're just using AI as a helper, right? So that's why graphics design is still relevant to today, right? But though, if you go outside, you still see that some businesses too, they don't even need your service anymore. They don't need your graphics design service, right? But it's still like a skill that you can still learn. But then there's another one you can also learn: copywriting. Many of these things I would have even just put AI copywriting, AI SEO, lot of, because many of all these things you would definitely add AI, because AI is now like the popular thing in after shawarma. It's the next popular thing after shawarma. I'm just kidding. But then it's what it is, right? So there's copywriting. It's a good skill, right? If you want to sell a product, you want to sell your digital product, you want to sell something to somebody, you want the person to buy, you want to convince that person to buy online, fast that is online, you have to learn copywriting. You have to be able to craft words that can attract your audience or attract that person you want him or her to buy from you. You see, so copywriting is a good skill. Now, and that thing I wanted to say is that I really usually recommend to people that they learn the basics of these skills, right? Learn the basics, the foundations first before you start plugging it AI. Because at the end, to be honest, it's people that actually, the people that get the best results are people that actually have the foundations of those skills. Now, if someone doesn't understand anything about graphics design, like you don't even understand colors, you don't understand alignment, so when you will not be able to know how to prompt AI better to get your results, you will not be able to know. Even if they hand it over to you, if they bring you now that is a novice, complete novice to graphics design, and they bring someone that is a pro in graphics design before the time of AI, right? And they give the same flyer that, oh yeah, come up with this flyer, right? The results that he will bring you will not even reach half of that result, because a pro in that skill. So that's why I usually recommend that you learn the basics of the skill, right? Now that's copywriting, that's graphics design. The next one is SEO, that's ranking the strategies you deploy to rank on Google or rank on any search engine. That's SEO. There's still the aspect of AI SEO, because now strategies are changing, right? A lot of things are now in vogue, right? That's SEO. The next one is video editing. We're now in the era of content creation, right? And in fact, that's the next thing a lot of people are even going into. You see this video editing, a lot of people are going into it big time. How do you edit videos? And videos now, compared to even graphics, compared to flyers, videos now are making they are the ones that make sales the more. Videos, people want to, because this is the era of AI, and people want to still connect with your audience, want to connect with you on a personal note. And so the way they can connect with you is by just content creation. They want to still feel that human touch. I getting it. So now, how do you now edit videos that can captivate your audience, can make them? There's a psychology to it, and that's why it's still a skill that you can start today. You don't even need to video editing. You can actually, I know even many of you guys, you do video editing, but sometimes you don't go even know. Am I correct? What's your friend's name?
In what way, sir?
In what way? Are you asking in what way
Like,
that you use video editing?
yes, sir.
All those Snapchat videos that you combine, and you do some transitions, like
CapCut.
all those. It's even CapCut you use. Yeah, is those things. Don't you think that is video editing?
It is actually video editing. It
It's
is.
video editing. Like, literally, there are people that they leave so much money on the table. Like, I used to see guys, they like girls especially, they come up with these videos, they like join it together, they put transitions, add audio, and they post it. And if you ask yourself, oh, what, this guy doesn't know that this is a good skill. Oh. That's video editing. Literally, the only thing you just need to do is to now start learning some of the lingos, some of the the professional techniques now. Because the way you would want to shoot your own personal videos, like your lifestyle videos, right, will not be the same you would want to shoot a corporate video. Are you getting it? There are lots of differences. So you can actually start learning that. Video editing is a good skill, right? Because a lot of people want to shoot, they want to shoot content, they want to be out there, they want to put their face out there. And so video editing is good. And then there's even the aspect of using AI in your video, in editing your video, right? So it's a good skill. Another one is social media management, but I think this is actually phasing out. I don't know why it's still here, but social media management, I think it's phasing out, right? Because you are managing. Are you not managing your social media by yourself?
Exactly. Yes, sir.
Because now, if you look at it very closely, right? The people that will need social media managers are maybe high top level, top level, top level people that they don't have time. But if you say, or maybe a company that doesn't have time, but social media management right now, I can literally tell you that the work, they don't need them again, to be honest. Like any company that want to reduce their expenses, right? They don't need social media management. And I'll tell you, if you look very closely, in my company right now, we had to remove social media management. I'm literally telling you this. We have to remove social media management because it's not the people that want to come, let them come, no problem. That will manage us, but it is not in vogue now. People can manage their social media by themselves. They can post by themselves. They can even come up with content by themselves, right? Maybe what you can help them to do is now you maybe help them in terms of video direction, content scripting. Okay, you can help them with that, right? But say you want to be doing the basic social media management, managing their social media, helping them to post. Not many there are tools now that you can actually what you just need to do is just tell it to come up with the content and help you to post. There are AI agents that are available right now. You know, when I mean AI agents, have you heard of AI agents before? Hello? Have you heard of AI agents before? Hello?
No, not at all, sir. I don't have. I've heard it, but I don't know the meaning.
All right. So now let's use real estate agents to explain AI agent. Now, real estate agent, what's their work essentially? Let's converse. What's their work essentially? Real estate agent, or let's say housing agent. What are their work? What's their work
Okay,
to
so
you?
they're in charge of like connecting people with, like, if they want to get land and house
Connecting
properties.
people with what?
So with properties, like if people want to buy land or house,
Yeah.
so they are the
Yeah.
ones
What's
that
the end goal? What's the
speak
end goal?
to.
Like what are they what are they helping you to do? Like
Mm,
what are they selling? Like what is the end product the end result they are selling?
the end result is land now. Abi?
No, it's not land. Let me explain. So when you say, so if you are selling something, you're not selling the features, you're selling the value. What is the value that you get by having a real estate agent?
Okay, the
Okay, it's
value.
okay if you don't have the
So,
answer. But then let me give you an answer. So what they are selling to you is that they are trying to lift up the burden. Can you go and start looking for house by yourself?
oh,
Have you tried?
no, no, not at
If you
all.
have tried it before, go and try it and see how stressful it can be. Have you tried it before?
Yes, I've done house hunting before, and it was very
How is it?
stressful,
How was it?
mostly.
How was it? How was it?
Very stressful and exhausting.
Hello? How was it?
It was very stressful and exhausting, sir.
Exactly. You see, so that's why agents are even come here, come shine. They are still relevant because
Yes,
you
yes.
cannot be looking for us. You can't look for us. It's stressful. Jesus. Very stressful. Very stressful. And so that's the end result they are selling to you. They're telling you that don't worry, sit down in your house. I will help you and find list of properties that I all do find it. That's what they are this telling this tax you are doing you are and just do it for you and sleep. Oh,
Sir, can you hear me?
that's you. Yeah, now. Oh,
Sir,
okay. Hello, can you hear me?
it's not funny. What she's saying is not funny. Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, perfect, perfect. All right. So I said, did you get what I said about AI agents?
No, I did it. The network was breaking. But
Okay,
I
but you
heard
heard
up to
about
the
it.
real estate.
Okay, awesome. So now that's what AI agent is doing, right? So AI agents, they are basically telling you that all those tasks that you usually do on a daily basis, let me do it for you while you go and sleep. Do you understand now?
Yeah, I understand now.
Hello?
Yes, I understand now.
Perfect. So that
Okay.
so now, like I was saying, so literally for social media management, there's an AI tool that you can program it. You can just tell it that, oh, this is my niche. Oh, this is what I do. Come up with posts that are related to this niche. Help me and post it. Help me and do this. And you can just go and sleep for 30 days. It will help you and post everything. Like it will help you and be posted. It will help you come up with captions. It will help you come up like so mad. Huh? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
I understand. Yes, yes, sir.
Perfect. And the same thing with virtual assistants. In fact, many of their work it have reduced. So those guys that used to act as PA to a CEO, so they help them to write, they help them to send emails, help their CEO, help the CEO, help the leader to schedule a meeting, to do this. Some of those things now are not easier, but it's still a good skill, right? Because there's still the human touch that boss needs, right? And that's why they are still relevant.
Yes, sir.
So it's a good skill to learn. If you have that ability to organize tasks and speak, communication, many of those skills, right? You can actually become a virtual assistant. The other one is now data entry. Data entry. Data entry is still relevant, right? Still relevant. Now it's basically simple how to enter data. You know, I think you have done data entry before. There was a time like that where they'll say, "Oh, can you put this thing in spreadsheet?" I'm sure you have done that before. Even
Yes, yes. I've done something related to that before.
that's as simple as it is. As simple as that is.
Okay. Okay.
So, for example, now sometimes it's automated, but for example, now say I have a tech product and a lot of people have subscribed to that product, and I want to get the number of people that have subscribed. I want to get their details and everything. I can basically do data entry. Like I can basically put their data, get their data, put it on a spreadsheet. Although there are some tools that can actually automate that, because you still have to organize that data. There are still some AI tools that data. So it's still a viable skill. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Awesome. So now that's data entry. The next one is email marketing. It's as simple as it is. Marketing through emails. That's the meaning. Design. There is content writing. UI UX design too has evolved, but it's still a good skill. Content writing, of course. Canva design. Yes. In fact, there are people that are making money from Canva now. From Canva. Because they just know how to use the tool. And Canva now has AI integrated. You see? So it's a good skill. Now, skip this affiliate marketing because it's not necessarily a tech skill. It's not a tech skill. It's just a business model. I get it. It's a business model. It's a business model. And you can actually deploy that business model in any tech products that you want to build, or any business you want to do. You can actually deploy it. You know, it's affiliate marketing, right? Hello? You know, it's affiliate marketing, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Let me see if can you hear me?
We can hear you,
Can
sir.
you hear me?
Very
All right,
well.
perfect. Okay, perfect. So, like I was saying, so affiliate marketing is a business model, right? People will say it's a skill. It's not a skill. Affiliate marketing has different skills under it. Before you start doing affiliate marketing, you must understand digital marketing. You must understand it. Like, you must understand the skills, the digital marketing skills. You have to understand how to build landing pages, how to do copywriting, how to run ads. You have to learn all these things, right? And that's what brings me to digital ads. Digital ads. If you can run Facebook ads, you can run Instagram ads, you can run TikTok ads, you can run Snapchat ads, you're a big boy. So it's a good skill, because every day people are paying millions of naira to Facebook to help advertise their products or their services. So if you know how to run these ads for businesses, you will make money. Are you getting it? So it's a good skill. Now, the other one is analytics, right? Analytics. I explained it in data, so I won't go over it again. What I want you guys to even do is that, as I mentioned all these skills, when we are done with the class, you can just go back and research these skills. Research, know what they are, so that you can be able to pick the one you can start learning. There are ChatGPT and AI tools. AI tools. If you know how to use AI tools to achieve what you want, it's also a good thing. You see, AI automation and many of those things. Drop shipping is actually another skill, right? But I will not dwell on that. Notion setup, cyber security. Of course, if you know cyber security, or if you start learning cyber security, it's a viable skill. You can start learning. There's e-commerce management, yes, because we are in the online space. A lot of businesses are coming online. They want to have stores. They want to have online stores. And so it's imperative that you have an e-commerce manager. People that can manage online stores, can do the automations and many of that, right? Transcription, yes, if you can transcribe, although AI can help do all these things. Online tutoring, yes. If you're a chemistry teacher, can you hear me? Let me confirm that you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So if you're a chemistry teacher, for example, now, you can tell your lecturers that if they are chemistry teachers or chemistry lecturers, you can tell them to switch online, like just create a Facebook page and just be teaching online tutoring, and you can make a lot of money from it, because what you're doing is that you're reaching a large audience. That one is photo editing. photo editing. Yeah, it's also good thing. In fact, this one too is even chasing a lot of photographers. The photographers that have refused to evolve, there'll be a problem. So if you can literally turn to a photographer overnight by just using AI tools. You see, tech support is also a good skill. Tech support, podcast editing, very good skill. Podcast editing. You see now that podcast is now, there are lots of podcasts everywhere. All those things, those setup, the editing of those videos, coming up with the reels, coming up with eye-catching thumbnails. Those things are skills. There are people that are doing it. They don't fall from heaven. This was the skill. This was the skill that they studied. Podcast editing. Right? The next one is HR tech. HR tech. Yes. HR tech. That's human resource. You know how to handle teams. If you know how to handle people, you know how to lead people, you know how to, these things that's also what brings me to project management. Yes, these tools, you can't even neglect project management, because for me to get a project successful from launch to finish, you need a project manager. And so they are very relevant till today. There will surely be events, whether AI likes it or not. Event will still hold. And so it's not AI that would come to the venue and organize people to come for the event. Sorry, to organize people to execute the event. It may give you ideas, but it will not come that day to execute them. You see, these are relevant skills. Have you been understanding something since we started? I hope you're getting something. I hope you're getting something. Hello? I hope you're getting something.
Yes, sir.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. All right. So now let's go.
Yes, we are.
All right. How do you pick the right skill for you? How do you know the right skill for you? The first thing, I don't usually recommend that you start learning any skill, like you just start learning without first examining yourself. How do you know the right skill that is for you? The first thing is, what do you enjoy? What's that thing that gives you joy, that you're always attracted to? For example, people that like drawing, like they like arts and drawing and design, I don't used to even waste time to tell them that, oh, I feel like you should go and learn UI UX design, go and learn graphics design, go and learn how to do illustrations, do motion graphics. You understand? Skill learning is faster when you're interested. It's not about just the money. You have to be interested in that skill. And so you have to ask, what's that thing I enjoy more? There are people that they like what they call it. They like being logical. They like solving problems. They like being logical. You don't need to waste time. Just go and do programming straight. Go and do programming, web development, cloud engineering, many of those skills. The next thing now is, what is your timeline? You have to know your timeline. Now, some people say, I want to learn a skill that will make me money in the next 1 week. You are deceiving yourself. But you need to have a realistic timeline. If it's like a skill, maybe if it's 6 months you want to learn the skill, perfect. 6 months is enough to learn a skill. Skills like video editing, you can actually learn it in 6 months. Canva design, you can learn it in 30 days, if possible. There are some skills that you can learn between 30 days and 60 days. You can learn them. Some can take 1 year. Some can take 9 months. Now, another thing you need to also look at is, what tools do you have? What do you have in your hands? I don't know. Do you have a laptop? Do you have a laptop? Do you have a laptop?
No, sir.
Okay, so if you don't have a laptop, you don't need to still be waiting till when you get a laptop. You can get a phone. A phone is enough. You can actually use a phone to start learning basic graphic design. You can use a phone to start learning video editing. You can use a phone to do some AI stuff, self. You see, so you don't need to wait till when you have a laptop before you start. Although a laptop will make you scale, like will just scale your craft, but it should not be a limitation. You can actually start with your phone if you don't have a laptop. Now, next thing is, who do you want to serve? Right? Who do you want to serve? Do you want to serve local businesses? Do you want to serve international clients? You have to decide your market. Who do you want to serve? Who do you like serving? That will also determine the right skill that you can pick. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes, sir. I understand, sir. Yes, sir.
Perfect. Perfect. Now, let's do the step-by-step learning part. When you have now, people just jump into any skill and they are confused of how do I even start? How do I move from here? So this is a step-by-step. The first thing is understand the skill. So before you say I want to learn this skill, you have to have an holistic overview of what that skill is all about. You must have watched some YouTube videos to like, oh, this skill is about, okay, you have an understanding of what it is, even if you have not started practicalizing the skill, but you have understanding of what the skill is. So that's the first thing. What is the skill all about? How much? Okay, let's even leave how much. What's the demand of that skill? Demand. If you studied economics very well in school, there's what they call demand and supply. If you not take that thing serious, please start taking it serious. If you're picking your skill, you have to also check that the skill is high in demand. People have to be demanding that, like when I say, oh, go and learn video editing, it's because it's in demand. A lot of people they are looking for people who would edit their videos for them. It's high in demand. So you have to learn about what the skill is. Who needs it? Is it in demand? Because if it's not in demand, you have no business learning that skill, because you just be at the bottom pot. Are you getting it? Then before you now say, oh, I want how much is it? How much is the skill paying? Then phase 2 is now when you now start learning. Now you follow created free and paid course resources. You don't need to rush. Just get your part. Like, find the part. You can even tell ChatGPT to give you a part. Like, just give you a roadmap to how to, from start to finish, how to start learning the skill and get to an entry level of that skill. So you have to now start learning. Then after learning, the next thing is practicalize. The mistake we used to make is we start learning now and we don't practice. We don't, oh, I'm getting it. I'm getting the theory. Is a lie. You have to practice. As you're learning, practice. As you're learning, practice. That's what makes you better. That's what makes you better. So build portfolio projects. Build a lot of projects. Then before you now say, I want to earn. A lot of people used to skip this practice. They will now go and say, I want to go and start making money. No. Go and learn first. Learn first. Learn from a mentor. Learn by your own. Learn first. Practice. Before you now say, I want to earn. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Hello, do you understand?
Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir. I understand, sir.
All right, perfect. Now, free and paid courses. Which one actually works? Now, there are lots of free resources. A lot of us, the problem we have is that we are lazy. Like, we are so lazy. We cannot even learn. We can't stay 2 hours learning. There are a lot of free courses on any skill that you want to learn. So, if you say you want to pay for courses, fine, you can pay. But if you don't have money, it doesn't still stop you. There are YouTube tutorials everywhere. There's Google Digital Garage. There's Coursera. There's Meta Blueprint. There's HubSpot Academy. There are lots of them, lots of platforms that you can start learning from. But we are always waiting till when we have money before we pay for. No, start with the basics. Start with YouTube. YouTube is free. YouTube is free. You can actually go there and sleep there. Sleep there. Use night plan if you don't have data. Go and learn. Any skill you want to learn, you can actually find them on YouTube. But where paid resources helps is it helps for accountability and it helps you move faster. So there are some mistakes that you would avoid by just paying for a course. Are you getting it? So there's Udemy, there's Skillshare, there's Domestika, there's Coursera too, there's LinkedIn Learning, there's Stellar Creators. That is the one you buy from Seller, the creators on Seller, right? Now, I'll leave this for the next. I'll leave this. I wanted to show you some AI marketing stuff, but I'll leave this for later. Now, common mistakes that kill beginners' progress. Number one, see, they are trying to learn multiple skills at once. You want to learn everything. No, it's not possible now. You have to pick one skill and master it. Pick one skill and master it. Learn it well. Don't be learning everything. Learn one skill and master it. Now, another mistake they do is they wait till everything is ready. No, you can never ever be ready. You have to start. Start messy. It's when you start that you will start seeing some pointers. You start seeing some things to correct. You might even see your destiny helper along the way. You might even get a job along the way just by starting to learn. But if you are waiting till when you have a laptop, when you have a phone, when you have a good workspace, someone will say when I have a good lighting, you are just making excuses. Start. Another thing is watching tutorials, but you're not practicing. I think when I was starting, I was doing that thing, where you are just watching tutorials. You're not practicing. You are just setting yourself up for failure. When you learn something, practicalize it at that moment. Build a project after that lesson. Build. As you're learning, build. Another mistake is not building a portfolio early enough. You're not building any portfolio. As you're learning, document everything. Let people see your story. Go on LinkedIn, share your story, share your learnings. That's what makes you better. Are you getting it? Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We can
Are you
hear
getting
you.
it?
Yes.
Powerful. Now let's go. Another thing is underpricing, but I'm not going to talk about this because you're still beginners, so underpricing. But let me say it: giving free work forever. There's a place for that, and there's a place that that season will expire. You cannot be giving free work every time. Know your worth and charge well. All right. Now, another thing is where you are and where you could be. Right. I don't want to talk about this, but today now, let's assume. I don't know. Let me know. Gloria is already in tech. Gloria understands tech. Abby, you understand tech. There's no need you learning again, right?
No, sir. We keep learning every day.
Powerful. All right. So, but let me ask your friend, what is she learning currently?
I'm a beginner, sir. I just want to
Okay.
get into tech. I have passion for tech actually, so I'm a beginner.
What did he say?
I'm a beginner, so I have passion for learning. So for going into tech, so I'm a beginner.
Oh, awesome. All right. So let's assume you're this person. You are confused. You don't know where to start. You're trying to scroll job boards, but you have no leads. You are worried about wasting money on courses, right? Because you don't want to waste money. Now, in this Tinubu regime, nobody wants to waste money, right?
Yeah.
You don't know where skill. You don't know the skill. You don't know the skill you want to start with. You even have that imposter syndrome where you just say, "I'm not techie," right? But what if in 90 days you can actually turn to something else, right? What that means is I give you a clear skill. You have a clear skill that you can actually start learning, right? You already have a portfolio. Instead,
Oh no.
hello,
Oh no.
what you said?
Sorry, the network was breaking.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Where did you hear me last?
It's that part where you said if
Where did you hear me
she
last?
like the part where you said if she like have a tech skill she wants to go into. That's where you were.
Tech skill. Okay, like I said, I will give her a clear skill. Is that what you heard me last week?
Okay, yes. The network was breaking.
Okay, powerful. Yeah, all right. You're right on track. So now in 90 days, right? Imagine if I can give you a clear skill that you can start learning, right? I walk you through by the hand. I give you resources, give you many of those things. Portfolio, you would have portfolio already. What that means is you can actually even start pitching to clients, right? In 90 days. And then there are available tools that you can start learning. Your first income, most probably you probably just even start charging some people, right? At the end of the 90 days, you are confident that you can actually deliver this skill. Then going down 6 months, you're pro, you are skilled, you are tech ready. Like it's not in fact, if people see after 90 days, they'll be like, which time did you enter tech? Right? Simply because someone walks you through that path. Someone held you by the hand and said, okay, yes, this is what I want to do. Now, this is what I want to give to you, right? The first thing is we have an ultimate tech roadmap. There's a book I wrote. I wrote an ebook, The Ultimate Tech Roadmap, right? That book, I calmed down to write that book. There are people that want to get into tech and they are confused. They don't know where to start. If you get that ebook, right, you can actually learn about these 30 in-demand skills. I broke them down. Like I talked about them. I even gave a roadmap to every of those skills. 30 of them. Then apart from that, you also have free and it's not just giving you roadmap. I gave you free and paid resources in that ebook. So when you click a link, it will just take you to the YouTube video straight. You don't have to be researching. I'm just like an agent now. I'm like the real estate agent. You don't need to do anything. All you just have to do is to get, once you have the ebook, straight off, you are like one ticket to even becoming a pro. The another thing you also have is I will teach you how to optimize your CV. I'll teach you how to come up with your CV. We'll optimize it, make it look good. You start building your CV, right, from ground up, such that when people want to employ you, they'll look at your CV at first glance and be like, this person knows what she's doing, right? And then another thing is I'll optimize your LinkedIn. So your LinkedIn will be well optimized. I look at some people LinkedIn and it's looking like maybe we are coming there to fry akara. You see, so if you get this bundle, it's more like a bundle. This is what I'll be giving to you. You have that LinkedIn. And another thing I want to also give is AI. I will teach you how to now use AI like a pro. I'm actually an AI specialist to some extent, right? Even if I don't put it off there, but I'm an AI specialist because I'm very passionate about AI. I use it a lot for tools, right? So I'll teach you how to use AI. It's not only ChatGPT, because when you say AI, the only thing people know in the outside world is ChatGPT. But that's a lie. There are other AI tools that you probably don't even know of or you've not heard of. And they can help you both in your study as a student, both in your work, both in everything. Literally, if you know about the secrets of AI, I don't think there's any skill that will be hard for you. You can literally take up a skill, right? And you master it in less than 1 week, just because there's AI. Now, normally, the cost, all these things, I used to charge huge amount of money, but I'm charging it for 10,000, right? 10,000 naira. But then, just for today, I'm giving it for 10,000, right? I'm giving everything, right from the ultimate tech roadmap, the prompting. You have the prompt. I'll teach you prompting, AI prompting, CV writing, LinkedIn optimization. I'll give so many of all these things. You can just get them for 10K. But because of, I just had 2 people that attended the class, and because I know that I'll sell it later after off, right? I'll be giving it for 5,000, right? So let me know what you think about what I said. What's your name? I didn't even get it, safe. What's your name?
Odwayo
You said?
Roslyn. My name is Odwayo Roslyn.
No. You
I
said?
said my name is Odwayo Roslyn, sir.
Odua what? Sorry.
Odwayo Roslyn.
Okay, Roslyn. I prefer Roslyn so that I don't bite my tongue.
Okay. So my name is Roslyn.
So that I don't bite my tongue. But then I mean Roslyn is fine, right? So
right.
So what stage are you in tech, and how do you think I could help you? Does this thing look good to you?
Actually, it looks better, and I'm in stage 0, sir, because I don't have any idea. I just know I have passion for it. Like Gloria also knows because I'm always talking about it. That's why she invited me to this call, sir.
Oh, interesting. Gloria is an OG now.
No, sir.
Gloria is an OG now, right? So, she's an OG, and that's why I'm not even reaching out to her, because she's now my boss.
No.
Gloria, is that not so?
Sir, that cannot be true, sir. I didn't know that.
That's interesting, right? So now I just gave this offer, right? Do you want to take the offer? Does it look like something that you can actually get, and then you can see yourself in 90 days, like you have a skill that you are very, very confident in, and not just that, all around mentorship, right? You would clearly, because you are in tech, you can never be confused of any tool again, because I'll walk you by the hand. How does that sound?
It actually sounds good. I'm very
Yeah.
interested. But what I want to confirm is if the offer can still stand when we have the funds for it. Like when I have
If
the
they what?
funds for it. Can
If
the
they
offer
what?
still stand? Can the offer still stand when I have enough funds for it? And I know that's going to be as soon as possible.
How soon?
Because currently right now we are busy with school exams and all. So probably
Yeah.
after school exam, that should be
That's like
next week
next
or
month.
next 2 weeks. Yes,
Next week.
yes, next week or next 2 weeks. In between those
Okay,
2 weeks.
Next 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yes, sir.
It's fine. So I'll just keep you on the record. I'll put you on the white list. I'll put you on the white list.
All right. So,
Yeah. Gloria, what about you? What about you? Or you feel like you
I
don't
was
need it?
I was actually about saying the same thing. That so are you counting me out?
No. No, I'm not cutting you out because I know that there are still some parts that might still look good to you. So I'm not cutting you out, although I
Exactly.
can still cut you out because you are
No,
still
no,
an
sir,
OG.
please don't do that. I'm very much interested. I'm very much
Interesting.
interested. Yes, sir. So
Interesting. So
I think
is it now you want to get it or after your exams?
I think the same time will work for me. After exam will work for me.
All right.
Yes,
That's perfect. That's perfect.
yes.
All right, that sounds good. That sounds good. So I think after exams, I'll reach out, and so let's just make by the end of let's say at the end of this year, you'll be sure that there's a level you'd get to in terms of your skills. You'll be so confident and many of
Yes,
all those
sir.
things. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you so
it's
much,
a good
sir.
thing. Yeah, it's a pleasure. But do you have any questions? I mean, I didn't ask questions. Do you have any question?
Um,
Are there things that you are confused of? Um, particularly,
yeah,
yeah, I'm hearing you.
okay, yeah.
I'm hearing
So
you.
I have a bit of question. So
All right.
you
Yeah, shoot.
mentioned WordPress development. I mean, yes, a
Yeah.
WordPress developer as someone that builds websites with WordPress. Then there is
A WordPress
website
what?
development. Like
Is
among the
that?
tech skills you mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was WordPress development and there was website development. So I don't know if there is a difference between the two. I mean, if you are building
You don't
websites,
know
I
if
thought
what? Your line is
if there is
breaking.
a
Can you hear me?
difference. Yes,
You
I
said?
can hear you, sir.
Yeah, you said what?
So I'm actually asking that is there a difference between WordPress development and website development?
All right. So there's not much difference actually. It's just that when I had to separate it, why I had to separate it, WordPress development website is that for WordPress, when somebody says is a WordPress developer, many of them they are very good um at building plugins, right? Building plugins.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Building plugins, building some additional functionalities for the website. And then the website designers or website developers, right? They know how to actually build those plugins. Some may not actually know how to build it, but then they know how to build websites from start to finish. There are some guys that they just call they are called plugin developers, right? It's called plugin development.
Okay.
And WordPress development, really, those guys they are not really too fanatic about designs. What they just care about is adding functionalities to that WordPress design.
Okay. Oh,
Exactly.
okay. I
Like they just add
understand.
more flesh. You can see that's I don't know if you know AQ skill. You can never believe that AQ skill was built with WordPress. But if you see the whole functionality and all of that, you think that it was built with code. But no, it was just that they had WordPress developers that they had the idea of designing the website, and they also knew how
Okay.
to build plugins, build like if you see that their back end, if you bought one of their course, right, you see their back end, and many of all those things, right? So that's why I had to differentiate them. Do you understand now?
Okay. I understand now. I understand now.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yes.
What
Thank you so
about
much.
you? What about you,
Yes.
Rosalind?
questions.
Do you have any questions?
If I'm to ask any question, I wanted to ask question on is it all works on that text? Are they related to graphic design?
What was that?
Every like every text skill.
Every
What's
tech
that?
skills are they related? Every tech skills are they related to graphic design?
What's that? What's that? What's that?
every tech skills like video editing skill, UI and UX design, every tech skills, are they
No, they are not
related?
related to graphics. Not all the tech skills are related to graphics design. The one that are related to graphics design are like UI, UX, um, um, yeah, just UI, UX design, product design. Yeah, those are the ones that are related to graphics design. But every other ones, nah, they're not related at all.
So what's the work of what is the work of UI UX design most especially?
Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. So for UI UX design, yeah, what they do is now let me just give an illustration so that I don't speak lingos and all of that. Now, let's say for example, I have like a product that I want to build, like an app I want to build. Are you getting me?
Okay.
I want to build an
Yes,
app.
sir.
Now, before I build that app, there will need to be I need to understand how the app will be designed. Like how will the app look like? Let's use Facebook for example. We have the Facebook app. Before Facebook app was like built, before they built that app or developed that app, it was first of all
Okay.
designed. Like people want to see how the future of that product will look like. So they will now first of all design it so that stakeholders or people that are interested in that product can see how the thing will look like or how will the thing function. That's the work of a UI UX designer. So they come up with, so I have an idea now, an app idea, and
Okay.
I just have it in my head. But I need a UI UX designer to bring it to actually just give me a design pictorial representation of what is in my head. And so the UI UX designer will go and make research, come up with a design that represents what I have in my head. And not just that, it will now also tell me the experience or the best experience that a user would go through when they come in contact with that product. Do you understand now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello? Do you understand now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Awesome. So that's it. And it's a very good skill. It's actually related to graphics design. If you learn graphics design, I usually tell people to evolve to UI UX. Evolve to UI UX. It's a very good thing. And there's also product design. You know,
Okay.
these are
All
the
right.
things that are related. Mm.
All right, sir.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you some other time, I'm sure. Yeah.
All right, sir. Thank you,
Thank you so
sir.
much, sir.
The pleasure is a pleasure. Take care, everyone. Yeah, good night.
Yeah.
Yeah.